You're the star, you're the star, you're the star on shore TV, you're the star in the golden city, you're the star shining bright, you're the star tonight. You're the star. You're the star, you're the star tonight.
I walked across the floor when I saw her. I asked her to dance right away, close by me right now and forever. And that was just the first day. We danced side by side the whole weekend, and Sunday it came far too soon. The buses and trains, they were leaving. We were dazed by that lover's moon. There's ice fields and islands between us. Now someone will just have to move, for lovers must have a connection, and not just that telephone. 'Twas Christmas the next time I saw her. All we had was 4 tiny days, for family and concerts and dances. I wish she could stay for always. The airplane was late that morning. I asked for her hand that day. 2 dates and 6 months later, surprised she said yes right away. We've been married for some 20 years now, 30, and with her forever I'll stay. Sometimes these things last forever, because of just that first day. Because of just that first day. Because of just that first day. There's a spider walking on my mandolin. He lowered himself while I was playing. What am I supposed to do? He won't listen to my shoe. There's a spider walking on my mandolin. I just come on stage when I noticed the thread coming down from the line. On the end was this tiny little spider, spinning a web as he continued on his flight. I looked to the crowd as we started playing, forgot about that wee little guy. The place was clean, I could see that. Must have heard the music and stopped to say hi. Walking on my mandolin, he lowered himself while I was playing. What am I supposed to do? He won't listen to my shoe. There's a spider walking on my mandolin. As we played, my fingers kept real busy. And when I looked down to change the chord, there on the nut he was walking, trying to decide where to go. Of course, we kept right on a-playing. How could I make him leave my mandolin? I started to shake in the neck around, but even that didn't bother him. I'm not the type to gyrate my body and swing my hips to and fro. The currents of time that have placed him here are up now, and it's time for him to go. There's a spider walking on my mandolin. He lowered himself while I was playing. What am I supposed to do? He won't listen to my shoe. There's a spider walking on my mandolin.
I am a keeper of honeybees, that's my liquid gold, you see. Our dreams are many and most come true. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. The Caribbean nations were the first ones here, then the Europeans and Chinese. What our pioneers built, we can all be proud. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. Quesnel, my home along the mighty Fraser in the heart of BC. The land of golden honey, tall pine trees. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. Twin city in Japan, Surawi, teachers sharing and diversity. We learn from each other and plan to win. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. We live in the spirit of fellowship, brotherhood and camaraderie. So many cultures share the gold pan city. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. Quesnel, my home along the mighty Fraser in the heart of BC. The land of golden honey, tall pine trees. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. The land of golden honey, tall pine trees. Quesnel is home, sweet home for me. It seems like only yesterday we stood together as one, and all our friends were around us to cheer the new life we'd begun. So many dreams we shared then, we've seen them all come true. Still nothing thrills me quite as much as loving you. of life's problems when we're dancing side by side. Tonight we'll laugh and dance and sing like the day you became my bride. I can remember that wonderful day when we said the words I do. Still nothing thrills me quite as much as loving you. Anniversary dance, such beautiful memories, celebrating our love. You're everything to me. Anniversary dance keeps getting better each year. You're the one that I love forever and ever, my dear. You're the one that I love forever and ever, my dear.
My home by the Fraser keeps calling in me, calling to come back where I belong to be. My heart keeps on saying, why don't I return to my home by the Fraser on that bright, peaceful turn? No other place could be so quiet and so free as along the winding Fraser River shore. The mountains with snow caps on trees that tower high, a cabin on the green, and above all you'll find a blue sky with flowers that harmonize. No artist could do more to the wonderful beauty around my home by the shore. No other place around could more music there be found than along the winding Fraser River shore. Softly makes music through the trees, and all seems to bring me a song from nature so free. No dreamland or heaven could ever bring me more than my home by the Fraser on that bright, peaceful shore. When God made this land, He used His strongest hand all along the winding Fraser River shore.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Eddie deSouza at the Quesnel Leigon. And today we've been videotaping the Windy Reeds. And right now we have Ab McQuillin, we have Jean Gelinas, and Joan Huxley with me. So thank you very much for letting me sit in for the last 5 minutes. It's been really fun. I've learned a lot. So Joan, when exactly did the Windy Reeds start?
They started approximately, I won't say exactly, but 1992. I learned to play in the States. And then I came back here and got with Jean Gelinas. And Jean and I decided, I'm sorry, Agnes. Yes, General. And then we got Jean over here to join. Later on, we've been volunteering our time at the different places in the city. That's a good start.
Can you name some of the places that you played now?
Of course, we play in the Legion here every Tuesday. We play for Canada. And we Marker Days, the Cottonwood House. We have been to Markerville. And we have done Melbourne and the Baker Lodge and
Cottonwood too. Now, Ab, you're actually a songwriter, and so how long have you been writing songs for?
I think I started writing hymns when I was 9, and my father said, "What the heck are you doing that for? Just go to the back of the book and choose another tune." So then I started again probably when I was 12, 13.
Oh, good for you. And you've done something really unique. You've actually sought out people in the community who write poems. Can you tell us, like, who?
I actually didn't seek them out.
Oh.
I was doing a breakfast buffet lunch thing over at the senior center, and one of the guys was having a birthday, and I went to his wife a couple of weeks earlier to find out how many candles, type thing, and what kind of cake he would like. And his wife was actually holding a meeting of the Quesnel Writers Group, which are now the Quesnel Wordsmithers. And I ended up joining their group, and it's those people whose poems I've been writing music to.
Okay, right on. So can you name a couple of the people there?
Well, Dan Hennessy is one, Francis McQuillin is another, and actually I've got one of Gene Spears as well, but I haven't played it anywhere because jigs are hard to sing to.
Okay, and Jean Gelinas. Wow, what a talent! I gotta say, you're just amazing on those keyboards. So, yeah. How long have you been involved with the Windy Reeds since?
Since Agnes invited me over to her house to join Joan and her. And yeah, we just played some of the old tunes that are familiar to me. And it was fairly easy and a lot of fun. So we just continued and expanded from there.
Now, Jean, you do so much volunteer work in the community. Tell me, why do you do so much volunteer work?
Well, I enjoy it. I enjoy this. It's no stress. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's cooperative. Nobody gets upset if you hit a wrong note or a wrong chord.
That's a good thing.
It's just easy.
I noticed the first time I came in to watch the Windy Reeds just before Christmas, I couldn't believe the energy and the smiles. Like everybody, in the front row there, all the Windy Reeds, they were all smiling. I said, wow, there's no stress in this.
Right.
It's very relaxed. So thank you very much for doing this.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
And thank you very much for starting it, Julie.
Having us do this.
So hopefully this is the start of hopefully you can talk Jean into writing a song or two.
Well, I hope you're going to come back and join us again.
Oh, for sure, yeah. This is I'm not leaving,
Maybe we'll plug you in too so that we can hear you picking.
Oh, I like the Windy Reeds. So, I figure another year or two of practicing will be good enough to turn up a bit, Okay, for the folks at home, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.